And we are live. So, okay. Hello world.
Big
What's
slurp.
up?
Okay, no problem. Hello world. I'm Sanit and welcome to the next 404 Podcast Not Found episode. Today I'm supported by Juke, my co-host, and our guest today is Seytonic. He's a YouTuber himself, but I'll let him make the introduction.
Oh, wait, hold up. It's coming through both. There we go. Okay, sorry, fixed.
No problem.
So, guys, I'm Seytonic, real name. Some people know me by Jonty. I make, I suppose some people say hacking videos on YouTube, but in reality, it's just anything tech related that I find interesting. I've been doing that for the last couple of years. I also have a website, maltronics.com, that sells hacking or pen testing related gear. So that's what I'm doing pretty much full time right now.
Nice.
Shameless
Thank
plug.
you. Thank you. Thank you for your shameless plug. I'm sure you'll
I should make a
get-
discount code for these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll do it at the end of the stream if people want
Yeah.
it.
Your link is also, by the way, the link to his channel should be in the description.
Oh, I see it. Thank you very much.
So if you want to check out his video, go check it out. I think he has linked everything on his channel, like his Maltronics website. And let's go to the most famous part of this whole podcast, which is the hacker quiz.
No.
For lack
I'm going
of
to do
better
absolutely
name.
terrible here.
Okay, so
Absolutely
I explained
terrible.
the rules to you, but I'm going to explain it to our dear listeners or viewers. And this time it's a little bit different. We have 4 questions. 3 of them are song lyrics that you have to match with something technical, and 1 is a quote translated to Japanese and back into English. And you have to guess from which movie it is.
Interesting.
If you fail, you need to tweet something, and the more you fail, the more absurd the tweet gets, I think. And yeah, so let's get started.
My Twitter's going to be absolutely spammed.
Okay,
Go on.
first lyrics. I'll just give you the lyrics, and you have 1 shot.
Okay.
Maybe it's too hard at the beginning, but I think this one it's pretty easy. It's related to
Go for it.
something with Windows. And
Something with
it's
Windows.
from the group Eiffel 65.
Sorry, say that again?
The song is from the
Eiffel?
group Eiffel 65. I'm Blue.
I haven't heard of that. But I hopefully me not hearing of that it doesn't impact
You've
my chances.
never heard of the song I'm Blue? The
I've-
I'm Blue,
oh,
da ba dee da
Oh
ba da.
no! Come on.
Oh yeah. No, of course. Come on.
Okay, and the first part of the lyric the part of the lyric is actually from the beginning of the song, and it's, yo, listen up. Here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue.
It's just blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe think of something related to Windows.
Related to Windows.
Yeah.
What's blue in Windows? Lives in a world that's all blue. Oh, wait, like the blue screen of death or something like that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
Wow.
Yes! Hey!
Whoa.
I'm so proud of myself.
Okay, wait. I have to play the sound. Okay. You
I'm so happy with myself.
You passed the first answer.
Thank
I
you.
think the next one can be a little tricky.
Oh no.
But maybe it's also easy. The song is the lyrics are taken from "Ain't Nothing But a G-Tang" by Snoop Dogg, and the part I took is, it's like this and like that and like this, and it's like this and like that and like this. A little hint
Is
for
that my
you.
only clue?
Sorry.
Sorry, say that last bit again. I missed you.
A little hint for you. What we're looking for is a programming language.
Okay, give me the clue again.
We're looking for a programming language, and the lyric is, it's like this and like that and like this and like
This sounds tricky because I suppose this could be applied to almost any programming language.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. But
It could be anything.
I could give you another hint. It's like a
Yeah, go on,
programming language where this and that might be used because you're never sure what this is.
That was actually a really good hint.
Oh, that was? Okay.
That was like off the cuff, dude.
Okay. You're making me worried now. You're never sure what it does. Then again, I feel like that could be applied to almost anything. I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna make a guess here based on the fact that everyone has a bone to pick with Java.
And wait, let me play the song.
No, it's not, is it? No.
Wait,
I can't hear the song, by the way.
it's not. It's actually
shit.
JavaScript.
JavaScript.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the
I mean, I
reason-
have zero experience with
The reason
JavaScript.
is
So.
because like this, depending on.
Oh, yeah. No. I get it now. I get it. Oh my god. I get it. Just from the memes I've seen. I've never written a line of JavaScript, but I completely get what you're saying now.
The most common workaround for the this debacle is to use a variable called that you can put in this and pass it over. So
God damn it.
okay,
Alright,
well, you have failed one.
Okay, thanks for reminding me.
But the tweet comes
Damn.
at the end. So
Oh, great.
here's another question, and this lyric is a bit ambiguous because in the last couple of days, weeks, this could apply to basically almost anything, I have a feeling. And it's from the hit movie High School Musical. And the song is What I've Been Looking For. If you're not familiar with it, it's like Sharpay and her brother, the first song they sing in the movie.
How the
I've
hell
never
do
watched
you
it,
know
actually.
High School Musical? I haven't even watched it.
It's my
Hold on.
girlfriend's favorite movie.
Let me just put this out on my YouTube community thing. Live on Zanid's podcast. Why didn't I do that before?
Wow.
Exclamation mark. There we go. You were saying.
Okay, let's go just right into the lyrics without knowing why I picked them. And the lyrics are, "It's hard to believe that I couldn't see that you were always there beside me."
It's hard to see that.
It's hard to believe that I couldn't see that you were always there beside me.
Okay, you said this had something to do with news in the last 2 weeks, or am I imagining that?
Not necessarily news in the last 2 weeks, but like
Existing.
yeah, it could apply to a lot of things right now, but
It could, yeah, exactly.
we will validate a lot of
You
answers.
said you were good at gambling, so I mean, put the chips down.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's hard to believe that you were always beside me. What kind of topic? What kind of area of tech are we talking about here? Give me like the general area.
It could apply to anything ranging from a website to a type of malware or a person.
A service.
But we will accept all of the answers that could be possible. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna take a really safe shot here, and just say, God, I don't know, one of the CPU side channel mods from Intel, which is always there. Or you could say the WinRAR thing. The Win is just always there for like 20 years. That one exploit.
Okay, we'll give you another chance because it's so ambiguous. I'll reread it. And it says, "It's hard to believe that I couldn't see you were always there beside me."
I don't know, dude. It could be anything.
Yeah, just okay. So you're I'll
Is there like a play on words here?
No, maybe a little bit, but
maybe.
So I'll lock in your GPU side channel thing.
All right.
And it's not correct. Possible answers
what
we
was
were
it?
looking for were like Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Google, a keylogger.
But we know he was always there. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. No. You have to explain this one. What did we not know about Facebook that we didn't know like a month ago?
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily a month ago, but like when Facebook started, nobody could see that we would be like spied on because nobody reads the SLA or the TOS.
I'm sorry, that's very ambiguous. That's too ambiguous.
But we would have a lot of possible
I'm sorry,
answers.
we ain't
It could be anything. It could be any SLA.
Then
Alright,
you
give me the
could
next
say
one.
SLA, but okay.
All right.
The next one is a quote translated to Japanese and back into English.
Okay.
This is like a security mechanism, so you can't Google it. And it's
Great.
from a hacker movie, if you want to call it like that.
Ooh.
And
I hate hacker movies, so I probably won't have watched them. Because they all suck. I think. I mean, I haven't watched any, but I just kind of assume
Okay.
they suck.
It was Hacker in 1988.
So the quote is 9 years later, do you know what I understand? It is easy to ignore.
9 years later, do I know what? Do you know what? It's easy to. What happened 9 years ago?
That's for you to find out.
Okay. Oh no. So this is a quote translated into Japanese back.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
So you
And I
cannot
have to guess.
Google it. That's like
I have to guess what the original quote was.
Well, no, we're the source of it.
Yeah, the movie. That's. I can give you a hint. The movie.
The movie. Oh, I don't know any hacker movies.
The movie
I'm
is
pretty lost on this one.
from a trilogy. I think.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
There's a lot of trilogies out there.
Is there a lot of hacker trilogies?
Are there? I don't know any hacker trilogy.
With like black trench coats and sunglasses and cool hacker nicknames for each member.
I mean, you're definitely referring to like a trilogy of films here.
Yeah.
A trilogy of hacker. I didn't know one existed.
Well, maybe it's not really a hacker film or movie, but more of
so that's okay.
maybe sci-fi, cyberpunk, something like that.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just googling.
Come on.
I don't know, dudes. God, I don't. Because the thing is, hacker films. Well, I kind of assume they suck because I don't. Just the clips I've seen, the excerpts, they always seem to be really over the top.
It's not one of those hacker movies. Like more a hacker culture movie.
Hacker culture movie.
Yeah, it
from. Give me like the era. Is this from like the 2000s, like the
I
90s?
think the early 2000s. Yeah.
The early 2000s.
Yeah. Starring Keanu Reeves.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, I was looking up Keanu Reeves.
Oh, what, like The Matrix?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Do you know? Okay, I'm gonna admit something like really kind of deep here. Okay.
Oh, no.
I've never actually watched The Matrix.
He's a fake hacker.
I've never actually seen it.
Okay. Unsubscribe.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Okay. You know, because after a certain point of not watching something, it just becomes, you just don't watch it, if you know what I mean. I'll get to it at some point, I hope.
Yeah,
I assume.
I just rewatched it like 2 or 3 months ago. And like the first 2 still are really good. The third I didn't watch, but never mind. You have to tweet something. And
great.
I
Go
sent
on.
it to you, and you have to retweet this if you're lead. Me and Zenit are talking about hacking and having fun live on YouTube on the 404 podcast.
You're already kind because that's a really tame tweet.
Yeah.
If I was you, I would have said you have to. If I were you, I would have said, Seytonic, you have to tweet this. come and watch my coming out stream on Xanad's channel.
Oh, indeed. Do you want this position? I'm sorry, man.
we
But
can
now you've
change
said
the
that, I've
tweet.
I've already tweeted it.
Okay.
Done.
Damn it.
The dice cast. The
Yeah, the
Train is
dice.
right. you know. Okay, I'm giving you permission to use that for your next guest.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
I'll do.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll get.
This is
You can get
already
space on.
bad.
That'll be funny. Just put it really hard so he never gets it. Just make him tweet that. Amazing.
But you gotta make sure it's like someone that's like super serious, or else they're like, no, he's joking. But like,
Exactly.
Yeah, like the next
Exactly.
guest, I think, if everything goes according to plan, should be in July. And it's Gunvile. I'm not sure you're familiar with him. He does some live
Sorry.
streams.
Say that again.
Gunvile.
How do you spell that?
G
'Cause I mean,
Y.
given the way you pronounced Huawei earlier, I'm not taking it. I'm not trusting any of your pronunciation. Okay.
It's like GYNVAEL.
Wow, that's a very foreign name.
He does some hacking live streams.
Oh, I've seen his icon
he's-
somewhere before.
He should be the next guest
Oh,
if
man.
everything goes according to plan. So
that's funny.
Gunvile. Okay, I look forward to that.
but
Damn right you are.
now we'll stop talking about Gunvile. We can talk about Seytonic, about yourself.
Oh, cool.
So you
Oh, that's
said
nice.
you
My
have
favorite topic.
you have a YouTube channel, you have a website. Tell us
Oh, the
again.
website sucks. Don't visit that.
Sorry?
I mean, the Seytonic website sucks. Don't
No,
visit that.
I was
you
talking
can't say
about
that, dude. You can't
Motronic.
say that.
Oh, of course. Visit that one. Do visit that one. So yeah, what did you want to know?
You said you do it full time now, so
Yes.
you're a full-time influencer / content creator.
I know, right? Sad.
I mean, if you get into VidCon, you're basically an influencer. So,
Oof. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into VidCon. That's
dude, no
First
one's
rule there.
getting into VidCon. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you've got the money, anyone can get into VidCon.
Oh yeah, no, anyone can just buy their way into VidCon. To be honest.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I just make videos about anything tech related I find interesting, which mainly happens to be cybersecurity.
Or
Because
building a
it's-
PC.
Oh yeah, don't watch that video. That people didn't really understand that was meant to be like a comedic video, but people took it literally.
Oh,
And
I
the
know
amount
that
of hate I
feeling.
got from that
I
one.
know that feeling. I made like this
Yo,
video.
can you ship me that PC, bro? giveaway,
Oh my
giveaway.
God.
Live stream giveaway with
Live stream
Seytonic's
giveaway
PC.
right now. Can you send me your watch? Can you?
Oh, did people comment on the watch? I didn't see those ones.
Wait, what?
Oh no, because I was wearing an Apple Watch in that video. I don't know if people
Oh.
picked up on that.
No.
I mean, if people
now.
if people realize that the amount of hate I would get, bro,
Ooh.
madness.
Dude, Samsung Wear or die.
To be fair, I actually find the Apple Watches are really rather good.
Dude,
If it wasn't for the Apple Watch,
I'm
I
not a
might
big
switch to
fan
Android.
of like smartwatches because like the battery life sucks so hard.
That's where you're wrong. It lasts 2 days easily, though, because I try to work out every day. I probably would get to the end of a day on 55%. So I just recharge at the end of each night just to make sure.
Well, I remember I had like a Fitbit that would like last like 5 days without needing
Oh,
to be
yeah, those are
charged.
crazy.
It was fucking nuts. And it
Because those will
wasn't,
just
like-
have some dinky OLED screen, right? And they don't really
I
do much.
think so, yeah. But like it wasn't like the one where it's just like the 5 LEDs in a row. This was like the actual like panel shit. And it was like, damn.
You know what? Okay, I'll tell you, if you want to really change your life, this will change your life.
No.
Yes.
This sounds like
This
the
will change your
beginning
no.
of, like,
I'm
a pyramid
guys,
scheme.
I'm serious. This will change your life. Get an Apple Watch and fucking AirPods, and then you're
Ooh.
just wired in 24/7. It sounds kind of cringy, but it's actually really weird. And because thing is, the Apple AirPods, which I generally quite like, just because they're not in ear, but they're not kind of really shit, just random earbuds,
Mhm.
and you kind of forget they're in, and they're genuinely really, really cool.
Dude, I'm a pure wirist. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, oh dear, oh dear. I'm just here rocking my
AirPods.
TC35.
Oh god, oh fuck, he has AirPods in.
He can't hear us. But that would change your life, and
Yeah,
I
probably.
would get a lot of hate for saying that publicly. I'm sure
The
I'm sure
4
my viewers
people
would hate that,
watching
but
right now are
Yeah,
just
so
like
we will
fucking
wait
True.
for the
blowing their lid.
comments once the video is out and render it. Then we will read the comments.
oh yeah, no, I'm on the chopping block. I'm basically public enemy #1 at this point.
Public enemy number 1. Yeah, most wanted, most wanted. FBI's hunting your ass down.
But back to you, the #1 enemy. Why
Mhm.
why did you start your channel in the first place? Like,
I didn't really mean to. It was just kind of an accident starting the channel. I created so everyone here probably knows the USB rubber ducky, and I
yeah.
figured, hey, you can do that with an Arduino Pro Micro. So I just made a video showing people you can do this with an Arduino Pro Micro, and I put it on the How to Hack subreddit, and people really liked it. And in the first day, I got like 80 subs, and I was just stoked. I was over the moon. So I improved it continuously, and then people were saying, "Hey, just make this a custom PCB," and I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean?" So I googled it and I figured out how to do this. Just hack something together on Eagle, and it all kind of went from there. There was no master plan,
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
really.
just here, look my cool product I made. Or here's how you
Yeah,
can
but it
do
wasn't
this
even
cool
meant to
thing.
be a product.
So
It wasn't meant to be a product.
it was more of a hobby project side thing.
Yeah, I mean, to put it into context, I had so that year I didn't get into the university I wanted, so
Yeah.
I figured instead of going to university, I just like chill and do something else. And that's what I ended up doing. And I went to university that following year.
Mm.
And after that year, I decided, hey, I could just like do this full time. And so I dropped out.
So you dropped out of school and became a YouTube influencer. This sounds about right.
Exactly.
That's like the
Yes.
101 guide to become a YouTube
Well,
influencer.
I remember I posted videos for a while and like I only got like 50 subscribers and I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, you got
It's something you really have to stick at.
Yeah.
It's
I
really the
know.
grind when it comes to YouTube.
It's a fucking grind, bro. I just couldn't deal with it to be honest. But that's why I'm sucking off the teat of Xandon.
Yeah, no, it's really quite demoralizing. You might spend like 2 days on a video and then put it up, and Google and YouTube will just demonetize it
Oh
instantly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you're just like, oh fuck.
Like-
So that's why I guess I'm kind of pushing the Meltronic stuff and
Yeah.
doing other
Well,
promos
I mean,
and
I know a
things
lot
like
of
that.
people. I know a lot of people also do like Twitch streams and Patreon and stuff like that. Do you like
Mm.
do anything like that to like subsidize like YouTube revenue?
So I used to do Patreon. I still have an active Patreon account, though I don't really use it because I figure if people are giving me money, just kind of not for obviously I'm putting out content, but there's a lot of pressure there to pander to the audience. So I figured, hey, if I make products that people like, they'll buy those. That supports me. They actually get something, tangible out of it. And it could spiral into something else. It's much more scalable than just a single YouTube channel.
Mm.
Because let's be honest, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to wake up tomorrow and find that YouTube had just terminated everything because they saw one video that had hacking in the title and just freaked out.
I remember Zan was talking about like a same thing happened to him. He was like on the threshold of like getting monetized, and then they just basically said, "No, you're doing like videos on hacking.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
off."
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah. Like when
there's not much too much
like,
education on it.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but like YouTube changed their monetization slash partner threshold. Like
Oh yeah.
you'd need like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in 12 months.
Mhm.
And I reached that, applied for monetization, and they sent me like, no, we won't do that because you do hacking content. And after like applying 1,000 times, asking friends, asking somebody that works at Google to help me out. Um,
Can you
That's why
reapply later on?
Sorry.
Can you reapply later on?
Yeah, you can, but you have to wait like a month. So I waited a
Okay.
month, reapplied, asked my internal hacker connection in Google to help me out, blah blah blah, and then it worked out. But half my
Oh, nice.
videos are demonetized. Like I have one
Oh,
video that does really well. Like it's when you Google how to hack or on YouTube when you search for how to hack, it's like one of the first. It's like 5 ways to hack a password.
the one with like 400k views. Nice.
Yeah, the one where I actually even took a part of your videos where you explain what a hash is, and
Oh, nice. Okay.
it has a lot of views, but it's demonetized.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think what I've been trying to do recently is I kind of assume when a video gets flagged or you request like a monetization review, they'll probably watch the first 15 seconds of the video, look at
Yeah.
the thumbnail and the title, and go off that. So I try and make things slightly ambiguous now. I find that works ish. Like
Yeah.
my latest video got demonetized as soon as I uploaded it. It got remonetized. I think it was like last night or something. But yeah, it is really quite frustrating.
Well, I mean, like people do like merch, they do like Patreon, they do Twitch. It's just like there's so many like ways that like all these like quality content creators have to like basically subsidize their income because YouTube's just turning into this like kind of just like a corporate just like brick.
True. They just push the Jimmy Fallon, that kind of thing, and trending all the time from anyway.
Jesus Christ, yeah, no.
I mean, it probably makes sense from a business perspective, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but I was thinking like YouTube was always a negative business. Like they never actually made money. They only lose money. It's like the last.
I think recently they've started making money.
Okay.
Guys, we can't say
recently.
YouTube too many times or else we're gonna get kicked off stream. So let's go to
Oh.
the next question.
Guys, I really need to like take a pee. I'll just be like 30 seconds. I'm
Okay.
drinking like a gin here, so it's
No
give you some
problem.
context.
We will
Be right
just
back.
display an ad
It won't be long, I
in
promise.
the meantime. So here is an ad. I'm not sure if it works. But my YouTube dashboard is saying there will be an ad.
There will be an ad soon.
Maybe I'll just need to spam it.
Yeah, I'm not
5
seeing
times.
it, but
Or maybe everybody has ad block. By the way, how's the chat going?
the chat is saying, well, Muhammad Azad said, "Hi, Citadel King here. Does anyone need anything? Ah, for next video, hack a server. I want to see different method than mine." And then he said, "Hey, I'm getting tired. So, come on.
Who is this guy?
Get up, get back on the grind." But no, I don't know. I don't know who this man is. Get this man a hacked server.
He seems to hack servers, so
20 subscribers. Muhammad, you doing good. You doing good.
that's
One
very
day
nice
ago,
of you.
Facebook hacking using brute force attack in Tor. Bro,
Oh.
I'm watching. Yo, Muhammad, if you're there, I'm watching
Back.
all your vids, okay?
So Seytonic is back.
So,
And we
Sam.
can start bugging you with more questions.
Great.
Like,
Looking forward to it.
Juke was talking about diversifying the revenue stream with merch and other thing.
Good question.
I think you don't have merch, but you have Maltronics.
Well, that is my merch. So what I would probably say is that it's always a good idea to kind of break the mold with these things, and putting out another Patreon, it's people have come accustomed to it. So I don't think you'd get much traction that way, get much revenue. But if you I think if more YouTubers put time and effort into thinking of something new, like with Maltronics, I want to try and bring real value to my viewers.
Mhm.
And I think it's a great way to diversify, because if YouTube just kind of kicks me off, at least I've got some kind of, some other revenue, some other audience that I can go to instead. At least that's the idea. I think like a large proportion of sales come through YouTube, to be honest. So it'd be very bad for me.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and it's just more fun really than having a Patreon.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can
know.
imagine. Like I have a Patreon, but it really sucks. It's so
Guys,
like
everyone, go down and get some Patreon
yeah,
merch.
go support me on Patreon. It sucks, but it's really cool because you can support me. No, like when you support
You do
me,
merch, like
um,
create some cool T-shirts or
yeah,
something. That's what I want to do.
I have
I want to
like
do that.
I have a T-shirt and some hoodies and the mug stickers,
Oh, cool.
which can be found in the description.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna take a look at those, because I want to. Because what I don't, when I do it, I don't want to have people walking around with T-shirts that say Seytonic on them, because I just think that would be really awkward if I ever bump into one of those people.
I mean, if we're being serious, Chris Hansen with his like merch that he dropped, or just like, why don't you have a seat over here, and then just like signs it. I mean, you could do anything and get paid for it. Like,
That's true. I'm just
it's
thinking about my own awkwardness when I bump into one of those people at like C3 or something.
yeah,
I was wearing a shirt with my name on it, and it would just
yeah,
make
well,
me
you just be like,
ah,
hey.
it would just be a bit weird, a bit weird. Or with my face on it, that'd be even worse.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god, yes,
that'd be so
yes,
cool. Like
yes.
Gosh, I'd
That would
rather
be
slit my own wrists.
I made a
that would be awesome.
I
What,
made
me
a
splitting my own wrists?
I made a mug
No.
once with my face. Like
Oh, what?
my
Sorry?
my old merch, I had a mug with like Hackerman, but face swapped with me.
Oh, with your face?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh dear.
So
no. Oh,
that's some cool merch. Then
but
stickers
I'm
with
I
my
guess
gonna have a
logo.
look at your Teespring store right now.
Yeah.
another question I have is like, you have basically what is a storefront, right? Like
On
for the
Maltronics.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So do you ever find like it's too much, like doing the storefront for Maltronics and
Yes.
also a YouTube channel?
100%. So to put it this way, running Maltronics is a full-time job. I say I'm YouTube full-time, but I'm really Maltronics full-time plus YouTube, because it's basically running a full-time business. I've got accountants to deal with. There's supply chain. It's a real pain just all the time. But I guess it's fun, it's fulfilling. That's basically my job.
Yeah. If it pays the rent and you enjoy it, why not?
It pays the rent and my 1 gigabit symmetric line. It pays for that. That's all I really care
Yeah.
about, to be
All right,
honest.
That's all
let's
you
chill
need to
out.
know.
Oh hell yeah.
So how
Well,
did
don't you
you
know like the requirements for adoption? It's like you have to have water, a place to sit, and at least a gigabyte.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Except no less.
so why or how? Let's go on the how. How did you
Ooh.
start your shop? Like you said, you started your whole YouTube channel with not really the product, but what later will become the product
Mhm.
that you can buy now. So how did you start after that?
So so after I made all these videos showing like a DIY USB rubber ducky, I got an email, well, a Twitter, I got a Twitter message from Darren over at Hack5 saying, "Hey, Seytonic, these videos are cool, but can you like not use USB rubber ducky in the name?" So I was like, okay, that's fair. I mean, Nintendo did the same kind of thing with people referring to game consoles as Nintendos.
Mhm.
So I changed it to bad USB. And then I thought, hey, since people are interested in this whole bad USB thing, I reckon maybe I'll make a Kickstarter and go from there. See how many people want them. And I was calculating it. I was like, okay, so I need to maybe get at least £200 from this Kickstarter in order to cover all the costs. And it turned out altogether people pledged about 30K for Malduinos,
God
which
damn.
was a bit overwhelming, I will be honest, because back then I didn't know anything. I was just making them all by hand, and for a long while I was. And it's only just a few months ago that I've actually gotten well, half of that's outsourced to China. So I get them made there, and yeah, it was just a massive. It was just kind of trial and error, figuring out what works with the shop, and it's just a massive adventure, I suppose, and a learning experience because I didn't really know what I'm doing. Let's be honest.
So you had to make a company or
Oh
like an
yeah,
LLC incorporate or whatever.
yeah, back in March 2017, I was making the Kickstarter campaign had finished, and I was like, "Hey, this should probably be a business." So I just that day I just went and opened a business, and I didn't really know what to do because businesses are complicated. You need accountants, and there's
Yeah.
lots of paperwork. But that
Oh, yeah.
business, Maltronics Limited, just kind of sat there until September of last year when I actually put it to use and created the Maltronics store. And yeah, I've just gone from there, and it's all been mostly through the YouTube channel.
So does your YouTube channel also run under the same company to like
Sorry, you cut out there.
can you hear me?
I can hear you now, but I didn't hear
Okay.
that last sentence.
Okay. So does your YouTube channel run over does your YouTube channel is it part of your Meltronic company now?
No, but it's something I want to do
Yeah.
just because
For
right now
accounting.
that's yeah, and if it's with Maltronics, what I could do is say I want to make a video on like I don't know, like refurbishing a ThinkPad laptop or something like that. I could if that's in the company, then I can spend like a bunch of money with a bunch of company money
Yeah.
buying stuff,
Yeah.
and then doing that. Whether if it's separate, I'm just kind of like using my own money, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just opens the door to doing a lot of different things,
So
which would be fun.
I guess another question is like, what do you want out of this? Like, what is like the best like pipe dream idea for Maltronics?
Oh God.
I'm sorry,
God.
I'm hitting the heavy hitters,
That's a good. One of the things I really making projections. But one, a because I don't know what the hell's going to happen. B because if I make a projection, then I feel like I'm bound to it and I have to achieve it. But
Dude, that's just human nature, bro.
yeah, no, it's a good question. Gosh. I suppose if you look at what Hack 5 has got going, that's pretty desirable, I suppose. I want to diversify because right now, if people go to Maltronics, there's only a handful of things. There's only like 7 or 8 products. There's not really much there. So I want to diversify, dip my toes into things I haven't tried before, and hopefully make it something that kind of runs itself. Because right now it's just me by myself. But maybe if I can get a few
Even
people
if your
tagging along,
sorry,
be fun. Sorry, go ahead.
even if your website states we like
Well, I mean, it's a company, so
Yeah.
we,
yeah.
it's just one of those things.
But no,
I mean, because Maltronics is his own entity, because just legally it's like separate. So
I mean,
we
Hack
have to-
5 is a pretty desirable position because, like, even with the like less than 10 employees that they have, according to Owler, which I don't think is a really reliable source, we're gonna go with it. But no, supposedly they're making like upwards of $1 million like a year, and it's
I believe
just
it.
like, yeah,
That's
it's
no,
fucking
that's
nuts.
more. No, they're making more than that. Definitely 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
That's like that would be a low estimate of what they're making, I think.
Yeah, it's a private company, so then that just becomes like an issue of like,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, in the UK, private companies have to file with obviously they have to file with the government, but all that information is public. So in a few years, if you can check Companies House, it's like public, like how much money Maltronics is making is publicly available information. The only asterisk, the only catch on that is that it's a year or two behind. So you have to wait a couple of years.
Okay,
yeah.
so like in Switzerland, if you make a company, you have like a couple of options. You can do incorporated, an LLC, or you can do like called a private company on your name. But if you have an LLC or incorporated, you have to deposit like 20 to 200,000 Swiss francs
What?
to
What is that in like
God damn.
dollar
uh
in freedom money?
in freedom money that would be like something like
America.
30 to 300k.
Raw, that's crazy.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
this.
What's wrong with your government?
I'm not sure. We have banks.
Remove your governments.
We
Just
have
get rid of
banks,
them.
so the money is
Wait,
flowing
to
everywhere.
create a company,
Yeah,
you need to put down 20k.
yeah.
Wow.
For an
Wait, is
like
that you have to pay 20k to the government?
no,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
your money. It's still your money, but it's like
Oh.
your liability money. Like when you
Oh, I
fuck
see.
something up, like let's say you're a freelancer, software engineering, and somebody hires you to develop some software, and you make a software that has a bug that leads to like some exploit that leaks like all their database, then you're liable for it, and you use
Okay.
those 30k for the liability, and you don't have to pay anymore. Like your company is
Huh.
at that point is how's it called?
So it kind of
It's its own entity,
Yeah, and
basically.
it's bankrupt at that point, and you don't have to
It
like
doesn't affect you.
yeah. But if
Yeah,
you
okay.
do a private company, one rule is that it has to have your last name in it, either at the beginning,
Oh.
at the middle, or at the end. So you cannot freely choose a name.
Ouch, that
If you
sucks.
create an LLC or incorporated, you of course can choose your own name, but you have to put in the money for the liability. And on the private company is another downside is that you're liable with your private goods. So like let's say we take the same example from before, and you're liable for the damage that was caused. They can come to your home, pick up your TV, and like take
Yeah.
away
No, I
everything
get
you
you.
own.
Here we have so
Bit of a Hail
um
Mary option.
so here if you're doing something just by yourself and you don't want to deal with the hassle of a company, you can just be self-employed, which
Yeah.
basically means you run a company, but the company is you. So if you fuck someone else's shit up, then obviously you have to cover that
Yeah. We
well,
have this
cover that cost.
option as well. We have this option as well.
Okay, you have that. Yeah, but here, if you want to create a private company, like something that's limited and has its own liability, so it doesn't affect you, you pay. I think it's like £7, like $10, and then it's set up.
Oh yeah, to
I
register it and everything. Yeah, we have to do as well, but you have to like show that you can like
You have to put
cover.
20k in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, we don't have that,
I
thank
don't
God,
think.
because I started my business with like I think £1,000 of my own money, and that was it. So
Yeah, but most business start like as self-employed, and then once you get like 20k, you make an LLC out of it. So you're just
okay,
that's usually the
guess that
way it
makes more sense.
goes. Or maybe if you're in a business where you don't have some liability, like if you're, I don't know, if you're selling clothes or if you're sewing clothes, then there's no real like risk.
Oh, trust me, this. I mean, just wait till a toddler gets tangled up in some fucking t-shirt.
Oh yeah, but that's not
Kills itself.
that's not your liability. We have like in Switzerland, we have insurance for everything.
We have that too, but
Like if
insurers are really anal about it. I tried to get insurance on Malduinos a while back, and then they asked if I could get like a legal statement from these Chinese companies I was buying resistors from, such that if a resistor breaks, it's their fault. And I was like, I don't think you quite understand. Like resistors aren't going to blow up like it's not going to but they don't. It's terrible. So yeah,
I don't
didn't work out.
I don't mean to be rude, but I think we gotta pivot, stop talking about, businesses. And we gotta
yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
let's use the segue for the next section called quick questions.
Nice.
Um it's um it's just some little questions, and you have to answer them as quickly as possible. There's no
Okay.
punishment here.
Thank God.
Depending
We're
on how
just
you
gonna
answer,
write
you
'em
will be
down.
hated by the whole community, but that's the only punishment. So, let's start. Linux or
Give it to me.
Windows?
It depends what I'm doing. Like that's such a broad statement. It depends what I'm doing.
Choose.
It depends what I'm doing.
Okay,
Oh my God.
what do you
You're
do?
horrible at this.
What do you do with Windows then?
Most things.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so the answer.
Most things. Okay, I'm just gonna say for 90% of things, I'm gonna use Windows.
Okay,
If I'm running a server, I'll put it in Linux, of course.
okay.
100%. But
On
I want to
desktop.
use Adobe. I want to use Adobe, guys.
On to the next one
Okay.
before you get too much hate.
Let's go.
Bing or Google?
Sorry, say that again?
Bing or Google?
What kind of question is that? Google. Google.
Tabs or spaces?
Tabs.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars has completely gone off the rails recently. Just
Yeah.
Star Trek, 100%.
Okay, and if we're looking at the old ones?
The old. Okay, if you put it like this, would I rather be locked in a room for eternity with just the Star Wars saga or Star Trek? I'm gonna pick Star Trek.
Okay.
Wow.
Nintendo or PlayStation?
Nintendo.
Okay, so good. The last one is only possible if you said Nintendo in this one. So, who's your Smash main?
Oh no. I was just kind of a DS guy for a bit, so I say Nintendo for the nostalgia, but
Yeah,
just for my like preteen nostalgia.
yeah, but
But
well,
from like the
Smash.
ages of 13 plus, just PlayStation. So
Magnolia
I didn't really
Computer
play
Science
Smash.
and LOL has the perfect idea. That's
Oh damn! What's an intellectual if ever I've
an
seen one.
intellectual. Bam.
But you know that Smash existed since like the Nintendo 64.
Sorry, say that again.
You're familiar with the fact that Smash Brothers, the first one, was released on Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
That's an old console.
I mean, I just played. Wait, Kirby's in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Actually,
play Kirby all the time, so
the
that's probably my answer.
the studio that develops Smash is the studio that develops Kirby, so they're the same one.
Okay. I mean, I just play Kirby all the time, just because it's like it looks like a marshmallow. I like marshmallows. I know it's a bit basic, but it's the best I can be.
Ooh, basic. Um, yeah. Well, now let's talk about something that I cannot pronounce,
Oh, go on.
namely
Do it. Do it.
Let's let him try.
Huawei debacle.
Oh no! Say it how you did
No. Go
earlier.
back.
Say it
Go
how you
back.
did
Go
earlier.
back.
Yeah.
Huawei.
No. Okay, earlier before the stream, it was who are we or why, and I was just like, wait, what? Was that like a TV show?
I think I think that's a lie.
But yes,
So-
Huawei.
I saw you made a video on the whole topic,
I did indeed.
and now we've heard that you yourself get your PCB chips, whatever, from China. So,
I do.
what's your whole stance on this? Like, do you see Huawei, or however you want to pronounce it, as the bad guy or not?
I don't think Huawei is a bad guy. I just think they're a corporation that wants to make money. However, I do think that the Chinese state isn't really the good guy. And if Huawei is at the beck and call of the Chinese state, I don't think we should be building our infrastructure. Well, I don't think we should be letting them build our infrastructure because right now it might be chill, and the Chinese state might not really care about fucking us over. But we don't really know what's going to happen in 20 or 30 years, and I don't think we should really give that to a self-professed communist state. So I just think out of caution, we should just kind of stay away.
Well, the chairman says that the company would sign a no spy deal with the US.
Honestly, that's
It
just
doesn't really satisfy me, to be honest. No spy deal. Yeah, they might, but the Chinese government is separate. And this has been a really big thing in the UK recently because they recently said they would allow Huawei to bid for these deals.
Yeah, but
But
the UK is not the only one. Like Germany has removed the ban. Like they're not partaking in the ban. Like
Oh, I didn't know that.
the 5G infrastructure rollout in Germany is still made by Huawei, and the US no longer demands a ban in Germany. Like it's loosening up.
Okay. I think if it's just certain non-critical equipment, like say if it's like Huawei get to make the antennas for the 5G infrastructure,
Yeah, then that's
fine,
whatever.
whatever. But if like we get actually getting Huawei to come in and set the whole thing up, um, I just don't think it's a great idea. Just based on that 5% chance that in 20 years our relationship with China might not be so great.
Well, I just especially think of like China, like as an American, okay,
Oh,
as a
as an American,
cheeseburger loving, freedom paradise man.
gun
I
shooting
Yeah, gun
from
shooting.
the hip.
Yeah, from the hip. I feel like, especially with, like the trade war that's just been enacted and stuff like that. It's just like there's a lot of rocky ground,
Oh
especially.
yeah, I
It's just
think
like
also what a lot of people don't realize is they think this whole trade war is just Trump being Trump, but let's be real, the Chinese government is really
they're fucking they're making money like
oh they are
bastard.
they're really oh god they're really subsidizing their. I mean, there's a reason why you can buy something from China and have it shipped to your house for less than $1. It's because the Chinese government is subsidizing this shipping, and I'm pretty sure they're giving like Chinese companies interest-free loans. Because whenever I get a sponsorship request from like an American company, they always offer like say 40% less than these Chinese companies. These Chinese companies have a lot of money.
Oh
I don't even
yeah.
know where they're getting it from, but apparently the government's printing it. But hey, what do I know?
Well, okay, so I guess another question is like if Hawaii don't even go into it, okay? I'm gonna say it as an American would say it, okay? God bless. But if Hawaii was to like start communicating with the Chinese government in order to like improve efficiency or like quality, do you think there's a line with like the attribution with China and Hawaii, like for like I don't know, in the name of quality or whatever you want to call it, to be honest?
I think if you're talking about the quality of Huawei stuff, it's not really that great. There's been a lot of instances of them doing infrastructure projects in like Pakistan, and then it turned out a few months later that there was just a massive backdoor left open on all of those. They had put in these, all of these security cameras had open Wi-Fi hotspots or something like that, and then you just
Yeah.
realized afterwards. And apparently, according to a UK government report, a lot of Huawei's code is spaghettified, and they just use out-of-date
Spaghettified.
versions of
Yeah, but
OpenSSL and things like that.
doesn't that
So
apply to like every company? Like Microsoft, their whole Windows system is a whole bunch of spaghetti code with a lot of vulnerabilities, and yet we
I
don't
don't think it
see.
carries over. I don't think it's to the same extent as Huawei.
Okay,
I
well,
think Chinese, from what I gather from doing a lot of business with Chinese companies, is they're very rough around the edges. They just want to get something done and have an end product that
Yeah,
works.
they
And
just
it
want to get
doesn't
it
really
out and
matter if
that's
it's
it.
kind of like if it's if the internals aren't so great.
Yeah, that's completely
That makes sense.
understandable. Like they're a business,
mm,
kind of thing. They're just trying to like make money kind of. I mean, like I don't know. I'm like, the American that's like, businesses are only there to make like money and get out. But it's like, especially with like a tech company as big as Hawaii, it's like why would they like attempt to like even try and like save like security? It just doesn't make sense like on a purely business standpoint.
Yeah, it's just not their concern. I mean, look, I've tried to get Malvinas made in China a bunch. I've probably used like 6 different companies, and I've what I did is I got like 6 companies, 6 Chinese companies to make a run of let's say 20 Malvinas, and
Mhm.
then once I got those and I tested them, and
mm,
I whittled it down to just 2 companies, and I got those 2 companies to make a run of say 200, and out of those 6 companies, 5 of them had a failure rate of over 30%. So if
okay.
that gives you any idea for like how Chinese stuff can really just not fucking work. Then there you go. But there are some real gems in there because there are some Chinese companies that really do have attention to detail and really care about the customer.
Mm.
So it's just a bit of trial and error, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but what I don't get is like why does this concern like the phone? Like I can
What?
see that we don't want like the infrastructure to be built by Huawei, but why do we does like the US ban forbid Huawei to use an Android OS? Like,
I think the Android thing is just kind of collateral damage. I think the
mm,
main thing they're worried about is infrastructure, and
Yeah,
I don't think is the whole phone thing even a big deal for Huawei. I don't know.
I'm not
they
sure,
could probably.
but
I don't
it's
know.
for like Huawei, Huawei, Hawaii, however you want to call it.
Sorry, say
Imagine.
again.
Uh,
Sorry.
for the Huawei owners, like they won't get any updates, so they need to buy new phones. Or
Yeah, no, for consumers it's a really bad deal
yeah,
just with decreased competition just on
Just,
its own. But yeah, I don't think the phones are a big deal. I think it's the infrastructure, and the
yeah,
phones are just collateral damage.
okay.
just
But
imagine, just like people on the black market being like, "Yo, I got like 5 Huawei phones, ready to go."
With the newest Android.
Yeah, whip it out. Be like, "Yo,
madness.
if you want some like hard shit, like give me like let me go back to my car. I'll go get you a Nexus set." Okay.
Because the thing is, I saw an article days, and Huawei creating their own OS would probably have more problems than if Huawei just used Android.
Yeah,
Because now you're going to have some hybrid Android Huawei OS that's probably has a load more vulnerabilities and would probably be a worse deal for American consumers. So, the Android thing, I just say let them have their phones, like people use Huawei phones, but
yeah.
just don't let Huawei design our infrastructure.
Yeah, because
Definitely.
with the phones, it's like I don't see a problem. Well, I don't see the problem of spying on us with Huawei because, let's be honest, every phone spies on us. Like if
Well,
you
I
have,
mean, yeah, nowadays with like NSA and stuff like that, it's just like it's kind of a given. You're listened to.
yeah. So initially, I thought it was maybe because of that the phone was cancelled, and I only just recently saw that it was mainly because of the infrastructure.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
feel
no, the
like
infrastructure is a huge deal because this
Yeah,
this this whole 5G thing is going to, well, I mean, people project it should kind of like take over because every internet connected device is now probably going to be connected to 5G, and your toaster, your fridge, just everything going to be connected to 5G.
yeah.
So 20 years from now, I think 5G will be like like roads or something, just super important. I
I feel
don't think
like
we should let the Chinese do that.
control over the infrastructure is just kind of like an idea for Trump to like just basically get control. Because like I feel like a lot of things have kind of like spiraled out of control, like in regards to him. Like, and this is his way of basically saying on the technological scale, I know we hired the GPI, I know we did the whole net neutrality thing, but like this is when we're gonna say America first. And it's like it's a good idea in theory, but then in practice it's basically screwing over half of the population that uses Android.
Maybe. I mean, it probably, as far as Trump's concerned, it might be just an American first thing, though. Uh, in terms of, I just think we should really be very cautious because China's going to be the next superpower.
Yeah. Like,
That's going to happen, and they're controlled by a single party state.
mm,
So the thing about China is that I imagine there isn't very much bureaucracy. If the Chinese government wants to do something, I imagine they just get it done. Whereas us, if we want to do something, we debate about it. We have elections, all this stuff, which is important, but you can't get stuff done as quickly.
Well, then I
So
feel like a lot of because like a lot of the issues with like China is just because like they aren't equally represented in like democracy. So like China like is doing with a huge poverty line and stuff like that. And it's just like most of the time it's because like they're just saying we're going to do this now, and if you don't want to do it, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, like China isn't really communist. They're kind of it's a weird mix. I gather that obviously the Communist Party runs everything,
Yeah.
but that capitalism is allowed as long as as long as you're cool with the Communist Party. And
For sure.
it doesn't seem like they really care about their people too much, but they're going to be running the future possibly. So I just think we should try and stand on our own 2 feet and not let them in our
Maybe start
internets.
praying. I don't know.
Or that, yeah, that also works.
Start praying to the Chinese gods. Make sure they don't steal our android.
Yeah, but
I'm learning. I'm thinking about learning Chinese. If you can't beat them, join them, right?
yeah, it's like
That's
I
horrible.
was going to learn Mandarin. It's like hop over there.
that's like the first reason to
Xixie,
start
you know.
coding is like so you can join the machines once they took over. If you can code, you
But
can
Maybe
never
I don't know
understand.
about coding though, because right now there's a lot of people going into computer science. There's a chance it could be commoditized within the next few years.
Can we start learning how to code in Chinese?
Oh, that's a good point.
Ooh.
Do they even have their own programming languages in China? I don't even know.
No, like I remember I was like looking at like someone programming but in Spanish, and it's like
Ooh.
you still have to use like the
Ugh.
English keywords and
Yeah.
like but
Serves them right.
but then they turn like the variables into Spanish, and I'm like, that's really weird.
That shouldn't be. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that's what I see also. Like um when we code in some courses, the variable names are German and like the function names are German as well. But like for getter and setter, we still use get and then the German name, so it's a huge mix. So,
That's
Hmm.
weird, yeah. Dude,
but have you ever?
English first, America first.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, it's our language actually.
Yeah. Do you remember the meme where it's like English traditional and then English simplified, and then it's like the American flag next
Wait,
to the
what?
English simplified?
Oh, American is English simplified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Shut up.
I'm down with that.
Dude, America first.
If I ever move to America, I am still buying English layout keyboards.
Oh wow.
Just
Wait,
cause.
security, So
I'm gonna
I
get them
think
imported and everything.
imported, yeah, you're gonna like ship them in.
Exactly. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
But
Oh
there will
wow.
be a ban on UK keyboards.
Simply because one YouTuber just came over and they're just like, dude, fuck that guy.
Damn, British spies spying on us.
I think so. To wrap it up, because we're getting on like an hour,
Oh,
and I'm starting
Only
to
an
smell-
hour?
Yeah, already.
Oh, my streams usually last like 4 hours. Just saying.
yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm still warming up.
Yeah. Okay. All right, bud. Let's calm down.
we usually do like half to 1 hour.
So basically, get the fuck off of our internet.
no,
Using all your bandwidths.
it's been fun
Yeah,
talking.
you're screwing up my bandwidth.
It's been fun talking about the different topics, including Huawei.
Who am you?
But to wrap it up,
Go on.
what's some advice you would give your younger self?
Oh dear. Okay, this is a big question. I feel like this is an important question. I can't fuck up. What advice would I give my younger self? How young?
10 years ago.
Yeah,
10?
I had some advice for your younger self. He should play more
I mean-
Smash Bros.
Yeah, Jesus
10 years
Christ,
ago, I
dude.
don't know. I was 11 then, so yeah, I probably wouldn't have listened to my own advice. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe if we go back 5
fuck,
years, that might be more
sir.
realistic. Gosh. What advice would I give to my, let's say, 16-year-old self? Gosh. Maybe don't be too swayed by other people's opinions and just do what you think is fun and enjoy. Because I mean, like things like going to university, people only do that because they have to. Whereas,
I didn't get the last bit. Things like going to
oh,
university.
oh yeah, like so. Say for example, going to university,
Yeah.
just kind of accepted as the thing you do in the UK. I don't know about the rest of the world, but if you're not going to university, then like, what's wrong with you? I feel like there's a lot of paths you can take, and as long as you are really self-aware and know what you're good at, then you will do well, I think. So just don't be too fussed about what other people have to say, would be my advice. How does that sound?
That sounds okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Honestly,
Only
like,
okay.
Sorry, what?
honestly, like the only advice I could probably think about giving to myself would just be like, don't be a little bitch.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But like
That's a good other point.
you mentioned going to university, blah blah blah. That's the given way. So are you planning on going back, or are you sticking with electronics? Like,
Um, right now I'm probably just gonna stick with electronics
mm,
because university is just a safe option. If
yeah.
everything crashes and burns, I can always just go back to university and just live off the government for a couple of years.
That's what they all say.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you're getting the loan, sure, but in the short term, it's a really safe option because you don't have to worry about finding food, finding money to eat. Um, but as long as Mudtronics is paying the bills and I'm learning other things, and to be honest, I think the stuff I've gained from doing Mudtronics would be really useful to other startups. So even if this does crash and burn, I hope I'd be able to find, I don't know, a job elsewhere or start something else up, or just figure something out.
Or become an entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur.
Yeah, entrepreneur.
I mean, I feel like I am that already right now at this.
I mean,
So
you're running a big business. I'll
don't
count it in
big.
my book as an entrepreneur.
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't say big. It's a small medium boy, but we're going places.
You're making
We're going
money.
places.
It's basically you're a CEO.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yes, essentially, yeah. But I mean, if you put CEO on your Instagram profile, when you're like a one-man team or like one of two or three, that's a. I feel like that's just a bit self-aggrandizing that I'm not really.
It's like that's right next to the like where they say like vaccine free and like I love my kids.
Yeah, I'm.
It's
Thing
like
is,
shooting
nowadays
yourself in the foot.
entrepreneurship is really cool. That's the problem with it.
Mm.
So
That's how
everybody
you
wants
get
to be one.
all the ladies. That's right.
It's true.
So
Just
all the two ladies out there listening, I'm actually
two. Gosh, you're being optimistic. But no, for sure.
Wow.
If you put entrepreneur in your Tinder bio, guys, let me tell you.
You're swimming in puss.
Exactly. You just puss for days.
Actually, like the last time I watched my analytics, 20% were female of the audience.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
watching right now, it's 25, but I'm guessing it's like the 25% of spam that I get.
Wait, 25% on your YouTube analytics just completely?
Yeah. On my
Wow,
whole channel.
that's kind
Amazing.
of.
I don't believe you. Send me a screen. I don't believe this for shit.
That's kind of sexist, bro. I'm sorry.
That's too good to be. I didn't believe that for a second. Let me check mine. I think it's like the last time I checked, 2 to 3%.
Mine's 0 because no one fucking watches me.
A whole 2.5%.
I think I have like one video up still.
Crazy. I've got 2.5%, so
Suck
not
at
that bad, right?
Wait, what about my blog? I like ran a blog like in 3rd grade. I forgot if that's still up. Here, wait.
I sent
wait
you
a second.
I tweeted you a screenshot.
Let's have a look. Leave this. Bollocks. Let's have a... No, not
Just like casually says bollocks.
bollocks. Xanamint. Find you.
Oh.
Tweeted me a screen. I can't find it. Oh, okay. You tell me. Damn, that's pretty good.
Damn.
That's not bad. Damn, dude, you're going places. That is amazing.
Oh, bro.
That I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
Wow.
Me too. But
Wow.
I'm guessing it's like all the spam comments are just from
Stats.
like all the bots are female.
How about this? Go on, if you're on channel analytics on your desktop,
Yeah.
it will give you the average view duration for male and female separately.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
no, Blogger doesn't do that.
If you're
Supposedly,
on if you're on the new YouTube Studio and you
Yeah.
go to analytics and click build an audience, then under gender, if you click see more, it will give you the average view duration.
Let me check
For
that out.
me, the average view duration for women is 10% less than it is for men. So I feel like a lot of these girls are just clicking on my videos and fuck is this? And just like watch it for a minute and just click off.
wow, that's neat. Did you know my blog has been seen 4 times by a browser called Maxthon?
Maxthon?
What the hell is that?
I don't even know. Fast and secure browser.
That's
Wait,
odd.
wait. Can we get sponsored? Yo, Maxthon.
Wait, how
Okay,
do you spell this?
here I'll send you a link.
um, I saw the duration is like 20 seconds less than men.
Okay. What is the average view duration for men?
It's like 1 minute 39.
Ouch.
Oof.
I make sure to watch through it all because I'm a real fan.
Maxthon. I don't know if I trust this Maxthon.
I don't either. There's also Universal Feed Parser. Okay.
But it's got super download.
What the hell?
Dude, my page has been viewed 6 times by iPod Touch.
Wow.
I'm in the real life.
Wait, they still make those
baby.
things?
Aren't they making a new one? I thought that
I
was
heard,
like a.
I heard they make like a new one, but
Wait, if you go on Apple's website, it doesn't even. There's no iPod at the top. So where did you find these?
It was just in my like I don't know my crap. What is it called? Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. They're making a new iPod, not a new iPod Touch.
oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, they're making a new iPod.
Yeah, like the. Wait, yes they are. They're making a new iPod Touch, starting at $199, bro. An Apple product I can actually buy, dude. I'm fucking poor as hell. What the hell is this?
Something
What
that
is
Apple.
this?
If Apple made a waterproof iPod with decent underwater headphones, I would buy that.
The problem is I need to like call and shit.
That's true.
Or
Calling
else
is
I'm gonna get
important. I
screwed.
used to have back in the day when I was 12, 13, I had an iPod Touch and I had one of those MiFi devices. I think it was actually a Huawei
Mhm.
little dongle thing. And I would have that in my bag and just
Huawei.
have Huawei. I just have Skype hooked up to it so I could receive calls
Yeah.
on my iPod Touch. It was super
That's
cool. The
actually
only
pretty fun.
downside, I think, was that when I was talking on it, I don't think it had a speaker at the bottom. It only has a speaker at the top
That's weird.
next to the camera, so I always had to hold.
Yeah, but if you like use hello? Hello? Well, okay, it seems like we've disconnected. Um, for the viewers out there, thank you very much for joining us today, and we will see you next month with another guest. Thank you very much for joining here.
So
Oh
all the
yeah.
flaws of WPA3
Sorry,
If we
sorry.
are
want,
going to be resolved.
if we want.
Actually, it disconnected me.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Sorry. So
We didn't
I'd
even notice you were gone.
I'd say we wrap it up and say
All right.
goodbye to the viewers, listeners, whatever, and We wish you a
Yeah.
nice evening. Thank you for listening in. Don't forget to
My-
subscribe and buy the merch and buy everything from Maltronic.
Bye, my
Maltronics.com. Link isn't, well, it's not, but you
No.
can just figure that out.
You can in the description there is a link to Seytonic's channel, and in Seytonic's channel you'll find the link to Maltronics.
You will indeed. Or you could just Google it. Like, that's the thing.
You probably could.
Have a nice evening. Or
Thanks
day.
for watching.
Thanks for
Adios.
watching and listening. Hit like.